John Coltrane didn't just play the saxophone. He reshaped what jazz could be. Across the 50s and 60s, he released a run of albums that were so thoughtful, so intense, and so emotionally honest that they still feel ahead of their time today. In this video, we're counting down my personal top 10 John Coltrane records. Narrowing it down to 10 is extremely hard, so not every great Coltrane album is here. But these 10 capture the heart, soul, and evolution of one of the greatest musicians in history. Before we jump into the list, if you enjoy these jazz history videos and want to support the channel, consider buying me a coffee using the link in the description below. It helps me keep making these deep dive record videos, and every bit of support genuinely means a lot. Number 10, Ballads, 1963. We open softly. Ballads is Coltrane at his most delicate and restrained, a calm moment inside one of the most explosive eras of his career. The classic quartet turns simple melodies into slow burn masterpieces. It's the perfect introduction for anyone who wants to understand the emotional side of Coltrane without the intensity. Number 9, Soultrane, 1958. Before the spiritual explorations and the modal breakthroughs, Coltrane was already a force. On Soultrane, his prestige-era sound is raw, confident, and full of fire. This is the sheets of sound era, fast runs, big tone, and a young Train pushing himself further with every chorus. It's essential early Coltrane. Number 8, Africa/Brass, 1961. Coltrane's first Impulse album was nothing less than a statement of intent, with a 17-piece ensemble arranged by Eric Dolphy and McCoy Tyner. Africa/Brass is enormous, booming tuba lines, hypnotic rhythms, and Coltrane stretching out over dense orchestral textures. This record announced the arrival of a new Coltrane, visionary, fearless, and ready to break new ground. Number 7, Olé Coltrane, 1961. Recorded during his final weeks at Atlantic Records, Olé bridges the gap between the hard-changing Atlantic era and the spiritual direction of Impulse. You hear North African scales, long modal forms, and trance-like bass lines that hint at where Train was heading next. It's exotic, adventurous, and one of the most underrated albums in his catalog. Number 6, John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman, 1963. 6 tracks, 33 minutes, a flawless collaboration. Coltrane's warm tenor and Hartman's velvet baritone blend perfectly on this romantic, late-night classic. It's one of the most beautiful vocal jazz albums ever recorded, and Coltrane proves he could be subtle and sensitive without losing any depth. Number 5, Lush Life, 1961. This is Coltrane before the big labels and the big concepts, but the artistry is already fully formed. His version of the title track is legendary. He stretches the harmony, bends the melody, and turns a jazz standard into a personal, emotional statement. Lush Life is early Coltrane at his most poetic. Number 4, Giant Steps, 1960. Here's the album that changed modern jazz forever. Giant Steps is a technical Everest. Rapid chord changes, hard angles, and harmonic ideas that would influence generations of saxophonists. This is Coltrane at full speed, building a new language in real time. Even if you've heard it 100 times, it still hits like a masterclass. Number 3, Blue Train, 1957. Coltrane's only Blue Note album, and a hard bop masterpiece. It's clean, sharp, and filled with unforgettable themes. From the title track's moody march to Moment's Notice, one of the greatest up-tempo tunes in jazz. The band is stacked, the recording sounds fantastic, and Coltrane's solos are absolutely on fire. It's one of the most accessible entries into his discography. Number 2, Duke Ellington and John Coltrane, 1963. One of the most elegant collaborations in jazz history. Coltrane and Ellington meet in the middle. Train brings intensity, Duke brings grace, and together they create something timeless. In a Sentimental Mood alone would justify this album's place on the list. It's one of the most beautiful jazz recordings ever made. Was there ever any doubt that this would be number 1? A Love Supreme, 1965. A Love Supreme isn't just a jazz album, it's a spiritual experience, a 4-part suite dedicated to faith, gratitude, and transcendence. Coltrane's classic quartet plays with total conviction, as if every note is a prayer. This is Trane's masterpiece, and one of the most important albums in American music. So, those are my top 10 John Coltrane albums. Whether you're just discovering him, or deep into collecting his original pressings, every record on this list reveals a different side of his genius. Let me know in the comments which Coltrane album is your number 1, and if there's a classic I missed, drop it below. I always love hearing your rankings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.